What is good? It's your boy Vega Man, and welcome to the Vega Man Show. So today we're going to do some Grand Mafia Q&A and see what else is popping. So without further ado, on with the show. Let's go. So what's good, y'all? It's your boy Vega Man, and welcome to the Vega Man Show. So today we are going to be doing some Q&A for Grand, you know what I'm saying? It's Tuesday, so it is Grand Mafia or Mafia World Day if you want to talk about it, you know what I'm saying? And you have any questions, uh, you know, you can hit me up on the comments on the stream as I stream Grand Mafia, and I will do my best to answer your questions. So Grand Mafia did have some updates, so let's talk about that right real quick. So as this game is getting a little bit more older and older, and I think I'm already about almost a year. I like to say about a year and a half now into it. Um, they actually have been improving the game. You know what I'm saying? So right now they have achievements that you can actually level up. So I'm gonna show you that real quick. Um, but before we do all that, let's do all the dailies. Oh yeah, and they also did kind of did a couple upgrades on the babes as well. Now they have give them different buffs now that you can actually level up your troops. So if you're already maxed out your babes, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually kind of happy they actually incorporated that. So to actually do that, you just got to go to your talent tree. Each babe has a special talent, which requires the special books. So each one has a talent to level up your troops that you have. Biker, Bruiser, Hitman, and then Lily, which is the new, she's the new babe. She gives you gold and also allows you to increase your crew attack and also your training power or your training speed to train troops, which is it's a plus, you know. Right now, I'm almost leveling her up to level 5. I'm still got a little bit ways to go. I always like to do the blackjack. It's actually the easiest and fastest way to kind of level up your babes. I think they got rid of the Russian roulette because there was a Russian roulette. Um, but the blackjack, you can get a lot of points to level up, you know, her. Yeah, so they I don't know why they got rid of the Russian roulette. It's probably because they didn't really do much. So I noticed that they got rid of that. Also, if you look towards there is a right here. They added an achievement, which is kind of cool. With this, you're able to get trophies to level up your account with, and you want to get gold, the gold status one. So you got bronze, silver, gold, and this has to do with like what you do. Um, you know, your influence, leveling up, and you get pretty good rewards with them. You know what I'm saying? So do make sure to do that. You got several of them you can do. Obviously, battle wise, I'm probably not there yet. You know, but you get you get tokens, and as you grow, you get some really good rewards. And I believe some of these gave you some like bubble chats and stuff like that. So, and to equip your bubble chats or your skins, that's the new. Actually, that's the new mansion skin that I actually came up with. Let's see what else. I got my cars. So yeah, you get that. There's a frame here that you get also from I'm trying to think over here which one it was that that actual thing gives you. Was it a name tag? I know you unlock something there. Like when you're doing the achievements, it gives you like you get like name tags. I think you get like the chat bubbles or something like that as like rewards or something. But I think I'm going to for this episode, I'm thinking more of the line of trying to figure out what I should be telling you guys. I like to say that I want to teach you guys exactly what to focus on when you're building your bases. As you can see here on my base, like I have a lot of money. Money is usually what you use to kind of pay off your troops. So I do have a lot of banks. Then you have your warehouses, your ammo shops, and then your smelter shops. I usually just go with 3. So 3, and then 3 of the ammo shops, and then 3 of the warehouses. The rest of them I usually just put the bank, because the bank is what's going to be paying your troops. Then if you're not in GW, I will focus more on Diamond Labs. Diamond Labs actually increase your production of diamond, and if you're smart enough that you do have multi like specialties that you level up in investment, I would invest in diamond production 1, 2, and 3. That will increase. Now, if you have a lot of diamond labs, that will increase your production by a lot. So you do get like a lot of diamonds per hour. So then I would just mainly focus on diamond labs. I will definitely get about 3 of the training centers. So that way you have diamonds and then you have training centers to cut down the time on training your troops. So you're able to train faster. The amount of troops. When the last time I was on, I believe I was at 400,000. I'm really much at 6.3 now million in troops, and I'm almost close to 600 million again. So I have been working really hard to kind of like level up my troop count, and you know it does take time. It's kind of the reason why I have more diamond labs, because I've been focusing on troop training. And then like once I get to GW, this probably will change, and I'll probably like all these buildings right here that you see, these 5 buildings, they're probably going to transform to hospitals, because the hospitals, you're gonna need that. So you're gonna have a pretty good capacity with the hospitals plus the sanatorium, which it gives you about 1 million troops. And if you do add those other 6 hospitals, well, I think it's like what, 7 hospitals, because this one is over here. So you'll have about 7 hospitals. That'll give you about maybe an additional maybe 400,000 troops you can actually put in hospitals. So that'll be like 1.4 million. And with that, that'll help you by a lot, you know. So do keep in mind to actually do that. When you're going to GW, make sure you do that. Is there a reason why I can't Is anybody talking to me? Because I really don't even know if I'm getting any feedback here. I don't see anybody. If you are, if you're commenting on my stream, let me know, because for some reason I am not seeing anybody um, asking questions or anything like that. It's not showing me anything, so I'm not seeing anybody here. Let me I don't really know what's going on. I don't see anybody commenting or anything else like that, so I don't know if it's actually the stream. I don't know what's going on. I'm not seeing anybody. Huh. That's weird. I don't see anybody talking to me. So with that being said, yeah, so you want to focus on, if you're not in GW and you're building your troop count, make sure you have the exact amount of diamond labs. Like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 12 diamond labs. That's what you really do want before you head into GW. Unless like you're a type of player that likes to attack people while you're in the city. If not, if you're just building up your troop count and just doing your dailies and stuff like that, then I highly recommend you having the 12 diamond labs. Um, yeah, the 12 diamond labs, and you'll have 2 hospitals, which will give you about maybe 1 million, because the sanatorium here can hold up to 1 million troops. Just be mindful though, if you know what I'm saying, if you do have a good amount of troops, make sure you do pop your shield if you're going to be offline. If not, make sure that you're always on your spec, like your troop spec, and also make sure your specialty is set up on whatever troops you have. I will even throw in the crew buff that you get, and try to do, if you do have the 24-hour one, I will throw that 24-hour one, or if not, throw in that 12-hour one. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you have a ton of that 20%, 12-hour buff, just throw it in on your account just in case. It'll give you that extra padded buff for your troops. Also, make sure that you have the proper, your proper set of troops that is set with your main set that you have, like your gear set, so that way it'll protect your base. So those are the things. Those are the little things that I can say. The little tips that I can give you on what to do when you're offline or when you're online and stuff like that, to kind of protect your base. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't actually take their time to actually pop the shield. But if you're not going to be like very active and you just want to really just focus on building your troops and stuff like that, I would just highly recommend just popping a shield. Again, you can buy shields if you are in a faction. Make sure you get your shields right here, the 8-hour program ones. You should be able, if you have a ton of faction coins, get a ton of these shields here and just remember to kind of put your timer on your cell phone or something. Um, like set it like for 7 hours or something like that, and then once the alarm comes out, you should have about an hour left before your buff comes out, and then you can just pop that 8 hour again and keep your account from being attacked. I mean, that's the one thing that I can say when it comes to Grand Mafia is if you are in a very populated city, it's very active and you'll have big players. They tend to eat the little players. So if you are a little player but you have a lot of resources and stuff like that, they will hit. They will hit you if you're not shielded. So um, that is my best advice that I can give. I think I just switched their games there for a sec. That's the best advice that I can give you guys. You know what I'm saying? Without. Alright. Best advice I can give you guys. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a very active player when it comes to attacking other people. I'm just not sure why I'm not seeing anybody. I don't know if anybody's actually talking to me right now. What is going on? Huh. It looks like my chats are working fine. I mean, I do see the chat. So if you guys are trying to talk to me and YouTube is not working, switch over to the Twitch channel, the Vega Man Show on the Twitch channel. And if you have any questions and stuff like that, make sure you do follow and subscribe there, guys. Also trying to build up that Twitch account too. So if you do have questions and Twitch works better for you, then you can hit me up on Twitch. Um, you can see I commented there just to make sure see my Twitch is actually working. I don't know what it is, man. I've been very, I don't know, tired. My eyes have been hurting me like hell right now, and I was just like, do I really want to make a video? And I was like, yeah, you know, it's been a minute that I've done Grand. Let me actually get on and make a video and talk, and if anybody has questions, hit me up on the comments on the stream, and you know, we could talk about Grand, and hell, we could even talk about Mafia World. I mean, there's really not too much going on in Mafia World. For some reason, I don't know if it's the developers or not, but they've been very slow lately, and you know, we've been all like kind of like itchy enough to try to do the region versus regions, and they still haven't dropped region versus regions when I don't understand why it's taking them so long to kind of actually drop it. But you know, they're taking their dandy time. So I don't really know when GW is supposed to drop here in City 82. I think it's coming up soon because um we did the what was the warm-ups, and ever since the warm-ups, like, but it says be ready for it. So I mean it's supposed to unlock soon. So that way I can actually do GW with this faction that I'm in. Like I'm trying, I'm waiting for it, but it's taking a little time for them to actually put it out. So yeah, I mean that's what's pretty much is going on. Like lately, I just kind of been focusing on just like training my troops. Um, I finally unlocked the VIP 20, which is kind of cool. But it's probably gonna take me a gazillion years to get to VIP 20, probably. I mean, it took me a long time to get a VIP 15, so to hit VIP 20, it's probably gonna take me forever to do that. Unless I drop money into the account again, and I'm not trying to do that. Um, so yeah. Also, when you first start off, make sure you guys do your commercial streets because this is what's gonna help you level up your babes. So these two buildings right there, they give you, they increase your talents, your little talent things here that recharge to level up your babes. Like I already got most of them maxed out except for like the top tier ones here. I just focused on the main ones that I needed to focus on, and then I'm working on the other stuff. But yeah, just make sure you level up those two buildings there. They're gonna help you with your babes. Um, Also the investment tree on your babes. I only have this one right here, and I think I'll be completely done on the babe tab. But for right now, I'm trying to level up my formations. This is what's gonna increase your power when you attack people. So formation is something that's very important. Like once you unlock your wedges and stuff like that, these six right here, um, this is what's gonna like it's going to increase your power when you enrage when you go in combat mode. And this right here is the damage increase on how hard your troops hit. So the more you level these up, the more you're going to do a lot of damage when you fight other players. So it's very important to do that. And yeah, I think that about does it. I mean, there's really nothing special with these buildings. Um, so there's really not too much that I can cover. Besides, like, if you're trying to level up your, like I said, if you're trying to level up your account to unlock T4s, which I heard there's a rumor going around that they're going to be releasing T5s, and if they do, that would be pretty cool. But I know for a fact, main three buildings you have to focus on for T4s will be your faction club, your hostage cell, and then your interrogation room. Those three buildings, you have to have them at level 25. Also, make sure to level up your economy, has to be maxed out, and then your crew tab has to be maxed out. And then, like, once you have all that done, then you'll be able to unlock your T4s. But yeah, those are like the mandatory things, unless a lot of players complained and they actually kind of changed that. Hey, what's good, Bear? I gave you a heads up earlier, but I wasn't sure if you actually got my if you got out my shout out. But if you guys want a shout out, you know what I'm saying, hit me up on the stream chat and hit me up with the city that you rep, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be able to give you a shout out on it. Um, what else? What else are the basic things that you need to learn about this game? So to unlock T4s, that's the recommendation. To train troops, I recommend 12 diamond labs at least, and 3 training centers to train a pretty good amount of troops at a time. Um, what other tips can I give you? Now the safe house is pretty good. I mean, you can actually, if you increase your safe house, like there is, I think there's an investment for it, but you'll be able to also store some troops there. But for me, it's like 250,000 troops I can actually store in there. But you can actually just in the safe house, like if you really, is another thing that you can do when you go offline. So you can send 2,560, no 256,000 soldiers with your underboss, which is whatever underboss you have on your account. And if you're going to go offline, you can put him in here. You'll hold them up in the on the safe house. So if other players attack you, you won't lose your underboss because your underboss will be under the safe house. But you probably will lose your troops. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always recommend players, if you are a beginner and you have not played this game before and you're just new, take it from me, take it from somebody that has been playing this game for such a long time. Um, just put a bubble on your account. You know what I'm saying? Because older players that have been playing this game for a long time, they really don't give a crap about new players. So if you're a new player and you're trying to enjoy the content and try and enjoy the actual, the aspect of it, and let's say you're not like a combative person, you just want to like hang out, you have a lot of friends and stuff like that, and you're chatting up, and you're having like a social life in the game. You're not really into the whole combat. You just like to log in because you have all your friends in there and you want to talk and stuff like that. Make sure you just bubble your account before you leave, because you got big players like this right here and stuff like that. They will eat you alive. They'll eat you. They'll take your sandwich with the. They'll hit your mansion, raid your fridge, and then kill all your troops, and then just leave your house on fire. Like that's how it usually works with this game. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? So like, when I was in GW, I would say like it's been about a month now, last month or something like that. Man, they raided me, man. Like, I know a lot of the players they can't do single, because since you're big like this, you can't go one-on-one with me. You'll have to set up a raid team to kind of kill me, because I'm a big player. So, yeah, that's what happened to me, man. I got raided like 7 times. And then after that, the faction that I was rocking with, man, they kicked me and then they burned me again. So it literally took me forever to kind of be where I'm at again. So, don't think I haven't forgotten though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I see that group, if I ever run into them again in any GW, you best believe I'm gonna be coming prepared. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the fact that, you know what I'm saying, they did that. And that was kind of grimy after I helped them out and stuff like that. And for them to kind of just kick me and burn me, that was, man, that was sus. That was very suspect. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't really appreciating the fact they did that to me. So it is what it is. Now there are things that I like about Grand Mafia, and then there are not a lot. There's a lot of things I don't like about Grand Mafia. Like, okay, the one thing that's a really pet peeve for me about Grand is they really need to increase the like the hospital cap. They really need to do that. I don't really like the fact that um, the hospital cap is so small. I hate that. Like one hospital should be able to at least house 250,000 troops. You know what I'm saying? Per each hospital that you build, it should be 250,000. It shouldn't be 94,000. Because the reason why I say that is because you waste so much time and money to try to level up your troops. You know what I'm saying? And that's the one pitfall that I can say that I hate about Grand Mafia is, you know what I'm saying, so much money just to level up these T4s. It's a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, that you're putting out, and to level them up, you know what I'm saying, if you don't have patience, you're going to be spending money to kind of cut that time down. And to me, it's messed up that you train so many troops and you're not able to hold majority of those troops because of the cat space that you have on the hospitals. It's retarded. It's a death pet peeve for me because I trained like 13 million troops and I lost about half of that. And if I had more cap space, I'm quite sure I was probably able to save more troops. So the developers of Grand Mafia has to do something about that, where they need to increase that, make it better, so that, you know what I'm saying, like like people like us that actually invest in the game and stuff like that are able to at least enjoy the game without getting frustrated when you get zeroed by a bigger player or something, you know? That to me means a lot, but knowing them, they're probably not going to do that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. That's the nature of the beast, you know. So, but I do got majority of my enforcers. You want to give your enforcers to gold. Another thing, a lot of people ask me, it's like, oh, how do you level up enforcers? There are some players that I used to play back in the day that didn't know how to level them up. So to get your random, like your typical enforcers that you get when you first start the game, you can level them up on campaign mode, and each one is there, besides the ones that you have to pay for. The other ones, like the regular story mode enforcers, will be in campaign mode. You just gotta do your campaigning and pretty much just level it up. So normal was going to give you the like the armor for to level up your armor. Elite is going to give you the actual tokens to level them up, so I'll show you what I mean by that. So let's say if I wanted to level up one of them, all I have to do is use the stamina drinks, or you can just wait for it to recharge. But if you have stamina drinks, just use one and you'll see the tokens pop out. Those are the tokens right there, to level up your enforcer. I believe each one, it increases. I think when you go on purple, when you put your enforcer on purple, which is epic, because I do have some enforcers here that are purple. It does cost like 30. I think it's 30 tokens every single time you level up one level. Yeah, so you'll have to have 30 tokens. Each one, it's going to cost 30. So it's going to be 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. So that's what? 3, 6, 9, 12. So it's going to cost you 150 tokens to completely put her to gold status, okay? So that is what you have to put into it. The one thing that I like about the campaign mode is that some of these right here, like Bubba, T-Rock, all these guys, you can actually level them up on campaign mode. So you can put them to grand. And the best way that I can say to level that up is make sure that you are at least VIP 13, if I'm not mistaken. VIP 13 will give you the unlimited yeah. So VIP 13 is going to give you that unlimited elite campaign challenges, and that's what you want. So make sure you level up your account to VIP 13 if you're trying to level up your enforcers to grand. That way you can level up all the story mode enforcers to grand, and you don't have to worry about not having a pretty good amount of troops. Each one does have its own different powers. See, they give you 50% when you're on grand, so you want to make sure that you want to put your campaign mode characters on grand. I think I have all of them on grand. These ones right here, they're all paid. Yeah, these are all the ones that you have to buy. So, um, all the story ones are done. All I have left is the ones that they actually, um, they'll pull it out. Except for Lupo and Hellcat. You can actually, with Lupo, when they do the Lupo operation event, you're able to kind of farm Lupo, and you'll get these like wanted posters, and you can set up the safe house, and you just raid it, and you'll be able to get his tokens to level him up. Hellcat, you have to do the Hell event to get Hellcat. Like, you'll see the Hellcat event, and then just make sure you do the event, and you'll get tokens from her. The one thing that I can say about Hellcat, a lot of people's like, oh yeah, she's worth it. Not really. She's not that great. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's good, Shirdy? Yo, it's been good, man. It's been a while, bro. So yeah, Hellcat, I wouldn't recommend, like, I mean, if you do have the patience to farm the hell out of Hellcat, go for it. But she takes forever, and I mean forever, to hit grand. I know players that has been playing longer than me, and they still haven't got her on grand, because every time you do the Hellcat event, it's either 1 token you get from her or 3 tokens you get from her, depending on what event it is. That is the max tokens. And Hellcat event, I believe, is like every 4 rounds. Is that right, Shirdy? Because I don't remember, man. It's been a minute that I actually done the Hell event, like the Hellcat event. So I think it's like every 4 times. Like every 4 times it reset, you'll see the Hellcat, and then it'll be another 4, and then you'll see it again. So like it's kind of like that in a cycle, where I think you have to go like through 4 different events before the Hellcat event comes out, and then you'll be able to level her up. But it takes forever. I kind of do wish they should have put her on the campaign. Like, they should do another slot of campaigns and kind of like allow us to level up the ones that you pay for. They should create a whole different stage for it. Like, I think this is like the 7th stage. They should do a stage 8, 9, and 10, and then with that add some of the capos or the enforcers. So add some of these enforcers here that you can actually level up. I think they should do that. That way, it kind of gives an incentive for players that don't want to spend money, but they can actually just grind it out. I mean, like I said, there's so many things that could do better on the game itself, but The developers don't care. They just want that money. Yeah, I could have swore it was like every four. I could have swore it was like every 4 or 5 times it goes. It's like she'll come out. Like, but yeah, you're right. Sometimes she doesn't. Like, I don't know, man. And she does take forever. A lot of people say she's worth it, man. But like I look at her stats. I don't. I'm not really impressed. I'm sorry, man. Like I'm not really impressed with her. Like, um, let's look at her stats. I do like the new video scenes that they actually put out for them, though. Worker dance, she says. Um, let's see here. So she only gets 20% when she's on Grand, and she's all crew, right? So crew hit points, crew attack. So I mean, she is a knockoff for. She has to be a knockoff for Red Thorn then, because Red Thorn does the same thing. The one thing that I like about Red Thorn though, she gives you 25%, and she does give you that crew and the attack and the hit points. So she is sort of kind of a knockoff of Hell. I mean, Red Thorn. Yeah, she's a knockoff of it. So like this will be for like non-spenders. But the only problem with that is that it takes forever to level her up, and you know that, bro. I mean, do you have her on Grand yet or no? Cause I don't even have her on Grand. I'm still like in green on her. I got about 5 more tokens and she'll be on blue, but it takes forever to level her up. Do all of them have videos? Okay, so Mick got a animation. Some of these enforcers got animations, which is pretty dope. It looks like Bruce Lee, but you know, a biker version of it. Yeah, some of them have these animations, which is pretty nice. She's also a crew one too, but I actually like Snowstorm. She's a knockoff of Snowstorm. It looks like because she's got the same abilities. So she's a knockoff of Snowstorm. You got Lupo. Then she's the new girl that they put out. Yeah, you're right. And she's pretty good too. And she gives you a crew buff. But she's for bikers, so I might have to get her. I like the 30% that she adds. That's a nice little stat there. Some of these enforcers don't get the It looks like they added her, and she's a Laura Croft knockoff. She's definitely a Laura Croft knockoff. Mamacita is actually good for bikers, man. Like I have to get her to be on Grand. This guy right here is the perfect guy for bruisers. And he's also pretty good for bruisers too, I hear, because he does give you a crew buff as well. But this guy right here is good for Hitman. So like there is 3 prominent enforcers that you want to have if you're definitely building your squad. So Brutus, you want to have Brutus as your Hitman enforcer. Maestro will be your bruiser enforcer, and then Mamacita will be your biker because of the stats. They gave you all 3 stats, which is hit points, defense, and attack. So if you add those 3, like if you do a biker bruiser crew, You will add Mamacita, and then you will add Maestro as your enforcers, and then you build the other enforcers added to it. So if I had to make a squad, so I will put Mamacita and Maestro as my biker bruiser, and then I will add Red Thorn and El Santos definitely, and then I will add one either another biker or another bruiser that gives me a crew buff. That way, they're pretty stacked. You know what I'm saying? And that also equates with the armor, the gear, the buffs, and then the specialty tree that you set it up. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. People want to buy them? Is that what you just said? Not me, bro. I stopped spending on this game a long time ago. I mean, I already bought them already before they even added the animation towards it. I mean, I like the fact that they added the achievement to it, though. They added this part right here. This is something new. That's pretty cool. Um, so I mean, slowly, by surely, they're actually improving it. I do gotta say though, man. Did I just do a drug deal there? I mean, they're getting better with the animation, man. But I do gotta say though, the hospital, dude, they gotta do with something with the hospital capacity, bro. That still pisses me off, um, because so much money and time is being wasted, and if you lose all your troops, oh man, does it suck. Does anybody got questions? Like anybody got any questions you guys want to say? You can hit me up. Let me know. No questions? Let's zoom out here. I don't know if anybody got any questions. I think I kind of covered a lot today. Like, as far as troop is concerned, um, build the troops that you feel comfortable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you build a lot of bruisers, make sure you match whatever your gear is. So if you craft a bruiser biker, make sure you have enough bruisers and enough bikers. If you're a hitman biker, then obviously a lot of hitman, a lot of bikers, and I think they have a hitman and bruiser. Um, so whatever your gear is, make sure you pat your troops with it. Okay, so that's one thing that I could say. Um, if you're going to build a set, before you hit level 60, get your Victor set. Victor set's pretty good because I think it's like level 55, I believe. That's the max, like the max level for the gear. So they're pretty solid until you get to your King set. And then obviously the Godfather set is actually the OGs of the actual sets. I'm not sure if the game's actually going to build new sets for the actual game, But definitely you want to have your investor and architect sets. Um, I wouldn't even worry about the blood set because like you're gonna level pretty quickly. And I've been known that I leveled up really quickly. So just wait until you hit level 50, and then you can just get that victor set. And then obviously the challenger set, you want to have that because this is the actual gear set that you want to have when you attack the kingpins out in the map to be able to farm your medals to level up your gear. And if you guys don't know what the kingpins are, is these guys that are walking here. These are where you get your medals at. You attack them and they'll give you the medals to level up your gear. Casinos don't give you that, but casinos do give you the actual items that you need to level up the 3 main buildings that you do need to level up to get the T4s. They do give you those. So make sure you look at the actual level of the casinos before you attack them, because not all casinos will give you those. So make sure you look at it. I think level 16 gives you those 3. I believe the higher there are, the ones... Okay, yeah, some of them won't give you that. Some of them will give you jewels, actually. So look at them first before you attack. Level 18 gives you those. I wonder what level 25s they give you those. No. Level 25s give you diamonds, like the gems. So 16, 18, and it looks like level 21 gives you the actual things there to be able to level up your buildings. Oh, level 19 as well. So make sure you're looking at it. When you look at the casinos, the best tip that I could give you is make sure you look at them. If you're looking to farm these right here to be able to level up your buildings, then make sure you look at the right casinos. That's my best tip for you guys there. I don't think you could get any of that on doing these things here. You do get some troops though. So if you're trying to doing this right here, you can actually get free troops. So you should be able to. You should definitely do that if you're trying to add troops to your base. They'll give you, like, you know, it's not a lot of troops, but if you do a lot of those, you'll stack up a little bit. Hi, can you show all the babes and which enforcer best for F2P? What troops should I focus on as a new player? Yeah, Tordas, I got you, man. So for babes, Lily is the new one that you get, but all the babes that I have. Okay, so this is the new one. She gives you gold. Her skill set though is pretty good, because like her skill set, you'll get gold production. But if you level up her talent, each one has a talent now. So they looks like they added that. It wasn't like that before. But the main babes that I will focus on when you first level up your account to 25, definitely focus on Joanna first, because she gives you the training, you know, to increase your percentage on your training, and also increases the crew size for your troops. After her, I will focus on Camellia. She does training speed and also production boost, which this right here, it gives you more of these books here. It increases the speed on it. So I will do her first, then her second, then her third. You want Julia because she gives you the investment buff and also the reinforcement enhancement. When you send more, you know, when you send reinforcements to your faction mates, it increases the size of it. And then after that, and also the energy, you want this as well. This is for kingpins. So I will definitely focus on these 3 females first, and then you can work on these other ones right here after that. So after her, then will be her, because she has the diamonds and she does the engineering. which is construction speed buff. And then this girl right here gives you the robbery speed buffs. So the first girl, um, I will level it up, but I wouldn't focus. I wouldn't waste all my training points on it. Again, once you hit level 25, you'll unlock Joanna. So focus her first, and then her, and then her, and then her. You get what I'm saying? And then like once you get it all done, and then you do, I think with Lily you have to pay for it. I believe it's like $100 to get Lily, so that you can get that gold buff. Obviously, to level them up, it's not that difficult. You can just play you can go to the casino and play and level that up, or if you do enough of it, they'll give you like the hearts. You can actually donate it to level them up as well. I don't have any because it looks like I used them all. So, but yeah, that is that answer. Okay, then your second question was, which enforcer best for fun to play? What troops should I focus on as a new player? Okay. So since you're a new player, and are you a big spender, man, or do you spend or you don't spend? Because if you don't spend, you can get free enforcers by doing the campaign mode. So when you're looking at your enforcers, Sparrow, she's really good, especially for Hitman. If you're doing a Hitman Bruiser or Hitman Biker, she's definitely good for your Hitman crew. T-Rock, he's okay, but he does give you like other buffs like Diamond, and he's also gives you buffs for your traps. But I wouldn't recommend him as an enforcer to add to your squad. I would definitely add Bubba. Bubba's pretty good for a crew buff, and also for your biker if you have a biker crew. But the one person that I usually get, I like Deathlock. He's really good for your bruisers, and he also gives you a trap buff for your traps in your mansion. No. Anonymous is really good too. Who else? So CJ right here, he's good for your bikers. He's a free one. So all these enforcers that I'm showing you right now, they're free to get. So he's also another one that you can get for free. Paulie's really good for Hitman. Who else here? Big Shot is also pretty good for Hitman. So like, you know what I'm saying? My advice to you is when you start to unlock all the stages for campaign modes, just focus on all of the story ones and just level them all up to grand, and then you could just play with them and look at your stats. The best way I can say to you is when you're trying to figure out how your stats are going to do it, practice using casinos. You know what I'm saying? And pick the troops, pick the enforcers. Make sure that if you do have super weapons, add your super weapons. But also make sure that you have your gear set up. So apply your gear set. Make sure you do your specialty tree that you have, and then test it out on a casino, and then look at the stats. You know what I'm saying? You always want to, if you're a new player, make sure you get your Victor set, because that's what you want to get. But you always want to look at the two main things when you're looking at your stats. So I'll give you I'll give you how it's going to look when I do it. So when I do it, if I'm trying to do like overall, I want to see my overall power, I'll make sure to add all my buffs. So attack buff, crew size buff, then I'll go to the casino. I'll set up my main crew that I usually use, which I know I have it here somewhere. Okay, so yeah, so this is my main crew right here. And notice that I added the I have my super weapons. Well, actually, you know what? I can actually add a different super weapon there. Okay, so I added my super weapons. I got my gear set. I got my specialty tree, and then I'll just attack. And then I'll show you exactly what the stats you got to focus on in a second once my troops attack. Um, you want to focus on both. So like when you're attacking, what you really want to look at is your stats. You see how when you look at my stats here, my bruiser power is plus 393, which that should be a lot higher, but my biker is plus 400. So you want to be around the plus 400%. You know what I'm saying? If you set it up the way I have it set, it should give you that. Which I'm surprised it wasn't higher because it's supposed to be a little higher than that. But um, it could be also the reason why because I wasn't using my 50% buffs. But the higher the buff percentage, the higher your power is going to be. Even at 20%, that's pretty good for that for my gear set and my specialty tree and all that. To be able to hit 400% on biker and bruiser. Bruiser should have been a little bit more higher though, to be quite honest. Let me see what I did wrong there. Let's let's set out. Let's just do a all bruiser because you can do an all bruiser even if you do have a biker bruiser set. You can set up just straight up bruiser attack. But that's not too bad though. Like for a casino attack, that's not too bad at all actually. This is the new one. You see my bruiser? Like if it's all bruiser, it's like almost 500%. I mean, that's really good. And then my biker is at 380, 380. So, like the buffs are phenomenal. These are pretty good numbers. When you go against some pretty good players, you'll be able to, like it'll be a lot more higher if I was to do like the 50% crew buff or the 50% attack power. It'll probably be a lot higher than that, but for a 20% one, that's not really that bad at all, to be quite honest. A lot of players wish they even hit that. But yeah, so focus. Main things that you could focus on the wall, but not really. I mean, my wall right now is at 1.6 million, but I do need to kind of level it up. I still have a lot to go when it comes to building that wall. So yeah, you could make the wall a lot stronger, more harder for them to kind of destroy it. Definitely recommend that, but focus more on training your troops and your enforcers. So leveling up your enforcers and training your troops are the main two things that you really want to focus. Just remember, like I said, if you're going to be offline and stuff like that, make sure that you pop a bubble, especially if you're a new player, because uh, older players will not show mercy. If they see a unprotected mansion, they're going to kill your troops. They're going to ransack all your resources, and that's that, man. They're going to burn you, and they'll make sure you quit. I mean, a lot of people quit because of that. So, just giving you the heads up, right, bro? Alright, y'all. So, with that being said, ow, I hit my damn elbow. With that being said, I'm going to cut the stream. Looks like we're about an hour in, and we'll end the episode on that. Make sure y'all follow me on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. You know what I'm saying? We're hitting that 2.5K. And, also make sure you follow and subscribe on Twitch. trying to build that Twitch channel up as well as the YouTube channel. So make sure you follow on both of those two platforms. If you have a Facebook, it's all good. You can follow me on that one as well. But really, the two channels that I really want to work on is the YouTube and the Twitch. So make sure you follow and subscribe on those two guys. All right. So with that being said, if you guys want to support the channel, the links are down below. I think you can donate or you can go visit the Merc store. I do have Merc that I have created, guys. So definitely check it out for yourselves. If you have any more comments for me, hit them up on the comments down below. You know what I'm saying? My moderator Barry or my moderator Guardian. If you have any questions, stuff like that, let them know. And they'll be able to help you guys with the links. With that being said, y'all, I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.